Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of TEDXcellence, the show where I'm constantly trying to find out more about the world's oldest profession. Because I'm a whore. And I come to you live from Crater Valley on the moon with Dogcat Fox, a Pepperjack, and all of you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome again to Thursday. Transactional Thursday. Yes, we return once again to the wonderful world of off-brand TED Talks for education and enlightenment. I'm your host, Scribelight. Welcome to the moon base. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Hey! Get out my radio announcer timbre or something there. That's not quite Casey Kasem, but, you know, in a pinch. But before we get into tonight's titillating topic, who's joining me on this beautiful Thursday evening? The Alexandier, good evening. Advocatus Diaboli, hello. Slipknot YKO6. I know, Slipnotic. I used to be able to say this correctly. I just haven't seen you in a while, that's why. Slipnotic 06. Nice to see you. Keeverdam, hello, and thank you, Keeverdam, for providing the links to the fundraisers for Twisted Skipster's Wrestling Club and Angela Arriaga's home-based business. Guys, Twisted Skipster is only looking for $500. $500. If everybody in the chat was able to donate just a couple of bucks, we'd be on our way. And Angela Arriaga, again, just needs a little help getting ready to set up her own home business. So if you're able to do that, please do so. But even if you can't, that's fine, but if you can, share those out on social media to help out. That would be appreciated. So thank you ahead of time for that. And thank you, Keeverdam, as always, for providing the links. Mike R., good evening. Adabisi, hello. Your internet's favorite lunatic, hello, Luna. Hope you're doing well. Walter Tomaszewski, Scribe, my cats, George and Philip, say hello, and hope your mouse stash is full. Well, I do actually try to keep my mustache clean. It's not full of anything right now except, I guess, more mustache, but I appreciate it. Adam Nixon, hello. And are you still in the hospital? How are you doing? One leg man here. Okay. Now, if I missed it, obviously I missed it. If you said anything, I apologize. But is that literal, or I don't know. Either way, I hope you're doing well, Adam. Digi. Hello. Datura Jones, good evening. Found, good evening to you. JB, hello. Johnny Blaze, hello. Simon Willikins, good evening. Miranda Stone is here, everybody. Hey, you guys know about Miranda Stone, don't you? Well, if you don't know about Miranda Stone, let me... The Best Remy, hello. Attack Alpaca, hello. Daryl Odell, good evening. Blitz Zero, hello. Oh my gosh, it's Old Home Week around here. Toot Sweet, hello. And Adam Nixon, very literally had to amputate my left leg, and I'm still in rehab for about another 3 months. Oh, man. Adam, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know the extent of the situation. Everybody send Adam good vibes. And Adam, on the off chance that you have any kind of fundraiser in the future, just say the word, and I'll do whatever I can to promote it. Okay, well, yeah, rest up. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope to take your mind off of that for a little bit. And as they say, let's proceed. Oh, Dom O'Leary, hello. And all right, well, sorry. And let me get my brain back on track. That just, Anyway, not to make light, but in light of that, we have an interesting topic tonight. Yes, I was captured by the title, The Orgasm and Money Correlation. Now, I don't know about you, but I had to think really, really hard about what that could imply. But as always with TEDx, I am prepared to have my expectations defied, so maybe it's not about the idea that in marketing sex sells, or maybe it's not about the world's oldest profession. Maybe there's something else that's going to come up. There's absolutely no way I'm going to get away from bad puns, intended or otherwise. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to find out mystery of mysteries, I suppose, what the correlation is between orgasms and money. Make sure your kids aren't in the room for this one. I don't know where the speaker is going to go, so we'll find out together. Tonight's bingo card is bingo card A. A as in Oreos, because that was the winning O-based word that was on the bingo poll today on X, even though X has been acting up all day, and I haven't been able to check my direct messages all day because X is having some hiccups or something. So on the off chance anybody here sent me a direct message on X, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I literally cannot see my messages. Hopefully that's fixed by tomorrow, because DMs on X is the only way that I get the link to the Midnight's Edge in the Morning show. So that'll be exciting. Anyway, so yeah, get your bingo card A's ready. Links to the bingo cards are in the description below. And with that, I think that's all the preamble I have. Let me turn off the music here so we don't overtake the speaker. I think the sound should be okay, but this one clocks in at just over 12 minutes. So I'll start off with a few seconds for a sound test. You guys tell me if you can hear it, and we will proceed.
What if you could get money to orgasm for you?
Wait. What if you could get money to orgasm for you? Okay. I just thought of sperm banks. That was another thing. Yeah, so we got marketing, we got the world's oldest profession. Sperm banks could also, let's see what.
What if you could get money to orgasm for you?
To orgasm for me. Okay. I'm hoping I'm going to be surprised by something. Sounds good, says Mike R. Nice opener, says Adabisi. It's true. And now I'll keep it for myself, says Miranda Stone. Oh! Miranda Stone is Miser Stone.
Yes, you heard me correctly.
Did I? Because I had to listen to it twice to make sure I did.
Money can be stimulated to create expansive, explosive, free-flowing abundance.
I mean, it all depends on how much you're willing to pay and or how much they're charging you. Holy cow, Derek LaRue. Hello, Derek LaRue. Good evening to you. And thank you, Derek, as always, so much for your generosity and support. Very much appreciated. Hope you're having a good evening, and hope you enjoy the show. Blitz Zero, is it faking? The English ain't Englishing. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was an accent or just like a British accent or something, or just sort of a twist of the phrasing. I don't know. Also, Pope Tyrannus III, the Blessed Lich. Giving yourself a promotion, sounds like. And also, Corey Suzuki is here. Hello, Corey Suzuki. So it's the money that orgasming, or the money is going to be used in, I don't know.
Orgasms.
Oh my gosh, I'm already a little turned on.
Orgasms can curl your toes.
All depends.
Help you sleep at night.
Well, depends.
Leave you seeing the world in a whole new light.
Again, context matters here.
A much brighter one. Oh my gosh, that person is glowing today. I wonder what they did last night.
Oh my God. I'll tell you, she's got the voice for it and the intonation. All right.
Have you ever been that glowing person?
I do not work for the CIA.
I hope you have, truly, because it sure can change things. We have the ability to experience orgasm in many different ways.
Oh, we're going to talk about in the abstract.
Culinary, with the depths of flavor rolling around in our mouth.
Beefeth.
Sexual, with ourselves or with a partner, stimulating our nerve endings in all the right places.
Yeah, stimulating.
To create flow.
Flow.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Money can expand, explode, and free flow in response to effective stimulation too.
Is this an economic well, I mean, I guess it kind of would be an economic talk if you're talking about money, but where is she going? Okay, let's take a break, just a moment. Let's take a pause, the pause that refreshes here for a second. Let's go over to the bingo card and just remind ourselves what we're listening for. If any of this comes up, well, I guess we'll find out. Okay, so remember, this is bingo card A. Collectivizes zone demographic. Not yet. Systemic or institutional. Sales pitch for product or service. I guess it depends on where we're going with this. Childhood or family anecdote. Diversity, equity, and or inclusion. Plays victim. Microaggressions or unconscious bias. Privilege. Contradicts own point or fails to make argument. Not even sure what it is yet. Patriarchy. Deceptive statistics. We'll see. Economic disparity. It's possible we're talking about money. Feminism. Maybe. Marginalized or marginalization. A list. I'm waiting for a formal list. We'll see. White supremacy, word salad, self-vilification or wretchedness, weightless example or non sequitur, attempt to coin new buzzword or buzz phrase, mind reading or assumes motives, benevolent condescension, anecdote that probably never happened, and lastly, leaves out vital context. So far, I don't think we have anything to circle, but I'm open to argumentation later on if something comes up. But Corey Suzuki, thank you so much. Is this non-author dark content? Well, you know, it could be one of those sort of like MCU crossover kind of things. It depends on where she goes in the conversation, because then my other bank of expertise may come to the fore. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what she says. JPS, good evening. Carla, hello. Is this a sexy MLM? I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. Because, you know, as you know, those of you veterans of the channel, the TEDx stage can often be used as a platform to make a sales pitch for products and or services. Angelverse, good evening. And I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did miss you, let me know that you're in the chat, and I'll try to say hello.
Its own kind of orgasm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Have you ever thought of money this way before?
Have I ever thought of money as orgasmic in and of itself? I mean, I've seen people at casinos kind of act that way, yeah, but sure. I'll say yes. For the sake of argument, yes.
Maybe not. Money brings to mind different things for different people. Getting the bills paid, keeping the kids going, security in retirement, independence, freedom, the ability to say yes to opportunities.
Sure. Okay. More abstractions. Where are you going with this? All right, you have my attention and my curiosity. You've got a limited amount of time.
Some of us are thriving in our relationship with money, where it just seems to be flowing regardless of external situations.
She likes saying the word flowing here.
Some of us are having quite the opposite experience where money is tight.
But, you know, it's just never going to stop, is it? It just... Okay, do you want to talk about maybe having a dry spell?
A constant stress. In fact, it almost seems to be avoidant on purpose. For those of us in a relationship, add in the dynamics that play with your partner, and it can get even more complicated.
Play with my partner?
Countless articles have noted sex and finances to be among the leading causes of divorce today.
You don't say. I'm shocked. Of divorce today? I think maybe divorce always.
So, my synopsis is this. Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly, we need more orgasms.
You know, I saw this documentary years and years ago, or it was a portion of one, where there's this condition, and I don't think this was a hoax. I don't think this was something that was made up, but it was a profile of a man and a woman, two unrelated people, who each had a condition where they had uncontrollable orgasms all the time, like all day, like every 10 minutes, or the mildest stimulation or something would hit that switch in their body, and it was absolute torture. It was not fun. It was not pleasurable. It did not make life sweet. It was terrible. So Yeah, you want to have some, maybe not too many. You want to, not too much birthday cake. Her laugh is just this side of both, that sort of like husky, sexy type of laugh, like kind of little low based, but also sinister.
It really can be easy. It is possible that we have been making our relationship with money way more complicated than it needs to be.
Okay, well, I'm all ears. Simplify it for us in the context of orgasms.
So let's consider 2 other relationship scenarios and talk about sex as a reference point.
2 other relationship scenarios. That sounds like a list to me. Oh boy, we're on the board, everybody. We've got a list and free space. Circling those. Remember, this is bingo card A. So here we go. All right.
This is getting juicy. You'll see.
Juicy! Oh, okay. Keep going.
Okay, so the woman, after a long day of life responsibilities and stress, either finds an excuse to postpone playtime or she fakes it to wrap things up.
Wait, what? I missed something? I think I missed something. Hold on.
Responsibilities and stress, either finds an excuse to postpone playtime.
Oh, postpone playtime. I thought you said like post on playtime. And I was thinking to myself, is there an app called Playtime I'm not aware of? Postpone playtime. Okay.
Or she fakes it to wrap things up. Her partner, bored with the status quo, trying to talk himself into being satisfied with his sex life and focus on the good things.
Is she telling a personal story here?
Having sex in their romantic relationship feels like one red light after another.
Well, try to spice things up, or maybe you've reached your terminus in the chemistry sense of things. I don't know.
Both of them desire connection, fulfillment, and pleasure, but needless to say, their sex life is not what they signed up for. And
so the cure is money?
That is just disappointing.
Research indicates... Oh, good gravy. I can't tell you how many times I hate that phrase. At least give a citation. At least tell us where this research is coming from. It might be accurate. It might be complete common sense, but research indicates always is a red flag for me in the believability level.
Research indicates a correlation between the emotional foundation of a relationship and the quality of the couple's sex life.
You don't say... Did you guys know that a healthy sex life is part and parcel with a healthy relationship? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I am shocked. Benevolent condescension. And maybe not even meant as some kind of insidious thing, just like I just feel condescended to. What can I tell you?
It makes sense, right?
Yeah, right. Oh, sorry, she said right. I only got like one menu here. I wish I had like a soundboard for this kind of thing. Yeah, but anyway.
If the couple is emotionally fulfilled, their capacity to sexually surrender expands, making orgasm easier and more fun.
I wonder if she does have an accent that because it just on every third or fifth word or something, there's a little bit of an extra sort of, I don't know how else to describe it. It's a little bit of Sean Connery. It's a little bit of like muffling the syllables or something. I don't know what it is.
So what does this have to do with that sexually stagnant couple? Well, they have an opportunity. They have an opportunity to rediscover their attraction to each other and to rebuild their passion.
Yes, it is almost a trope on TV shows and movies and so on. When a couple are not connecting in that way very healthfully, they go to some therapist or something, and the therapist suggests they try to spice up their sex lives. Yes. And money comes into this. How?
Like exhausted at work the next morning, level of passion.
Exhausted at work the next morning, levels of passion. Okay. I'm waiting for a point.
And when they do this,
Yeah.
the complications in their relationship start to dissolve.
Not necessarily. It all depends on where the faults lie. You could have an amazing sex life and not get along. I think I've heard of such scenarios existing before. It's certainly a good part, or I should say a necessary part of a healthy relationship, but it is not a curative for all that ails a relationship with troubles.
Let's consider the possibility that the complications within our relationship with money can dissolve too.
They can if you have enough of it. Not sure where this is going. Adabisi, thank you so much. Faking her accent, she fakes orgasms and laugh. Well, I mean, so far those are the two noticeable things about her presentation. It's this weird. I don't know if it's a natural speech impediment or she's talking through an accent, and her laugh again. It wavers between almost attractive or nigh on sinister. But I guess you have to. Uh-oh. Keeverdam, Brittany's birthday was yesterday. Wait, Brittany. Did I sing happy birthday to Brittany? Brittany Holland. Did I sing happy birthday to you? I sang happy birthday to somebody recently who I thought was having a birthday on a Wednesday. Was it a different somebody, or am I just having a senior moment here? I don't know. I feel like I did sing happy birthday to somebody recently in preparation for an oncoming birthday. Okay, well, I think the person was here, so it wasn't you. So Brittany Murphy. Oh, jeez. Wow. Okay, I'm resurrecting the dead, talking about Brittany Holland. Brittany Holland. It's your birthday yesterday. Yesterday, birthdays were such an easy game to play. So, Brittany, since it's your birthday, this one's for you. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brittany. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Brittany Holland, who is not Brittany Murphy, but, close enough for horseshoes and hand grenades, as they say. Also, Counterculture Wise is here. Hey, Counterculture. Also, Kay Scholl is here. Oh my gosh, so many people, so many visitors. Anybody else I missed in the meantime? I hope not. If I missed you, do let me know. All right, so, anyway, moving on.
You see, there's a part of your thinking that's running in the background. That's running in the background, and according to stem cell biologist Dr. Bruce Lipton, it's said to be in control of our lives up to 95% of the time. Whoa.
Stem cell biologist Bruce Lipton. What is running in the background 95% of the time? Stem cells?
95% of the time.
Okay, before I circle deceptive statistics, I need to listen to that one more time. Did I miss something here? Sorry, I might be repeating too much.
Dissolve too.
Okay.
You see, there's a part of your thinking that's running in the background. That's running in the background, and according to stem cell biologist Dr. Bruce Lipton, it's said to be in control of our lives up to 95% of the time.
And what is it that's running in the background of my mind 95% of the time? What is it?
95% of the time.
Yeah, no, that emphasis would make more sense if you had specified what thought process. You're going to tell us now, yes?
We're getting bombarded with millions of bits per second of data.
What?
And our inner mind needs to have a way to manage all of that.
What? Wait, what?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Right?
Well, that took a turn. Okay, so I have a unspecified thought process going through my mind 95% of the time, according to stem cell biologist Bruce Lipton. And it's processing millions of bits of data. What is this called? Is it RAM? Did I get a Johnny Mnemonic RAM upgrade or something?
And so we use a filtering system.
Uh-huh.
We delete some of it. We distort some of that data, and we generalize some of that.
What?
The parts that are getting deleted, distorted, and generalized depends on your inner thoughts and assumptions.
Can we go back to the money and sex part? Because that was really what kind of brought me here in the first place. I feel as though this might be entrapment of some kind. JB, thank you so much. I just got that song by Daft Punk in mind. Which one? One more time? One more time. Or something else. I'm just... Where are we going? I am the confuzzled.
So what this means is that your filtering system is actively cherry-picking data from the world around you so that your inner thoughts and assumptions can continue to appear true, whether you like them or not.
My filtrate... You mean my Brita filter? Okay, I'm going to attempt... All right, so yes, each of us has our own perspective on the world. Each of us processes information in a different way. Different things mean different things to different people. As in, I could look at a tree and just see a tree. Whereas, say, a trained lumberjack could look at that same tree and by its angle and by its type, he might know more about it. Like, if I chopped it down, which way would it fall as it's currently standing? Or, that tree is of this particular type, which means I need to use this particular tool on it to have the cleanest cut. Something like that, right? Okay, I'm trying here. I'm trying that our individual experiences and knowledge act as a filtration system for the information that's coming in. Okay, I'm trying, guys. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to take it on good faith here. All right. So I accept your premise. Now, you will circle back to what this has to do with sex and money, correct?
So, for example, if you have an inner assumption like, money is a real struggle for me.
Well, maybe it's not an inner assumption. Maybe it's just a demonstrable fact.
Or a multi-7-figure income is impossible.
Multi-7-figure, like multiples of 7? I think a multiple of 7-figure income for most people would be impossible.
You will actively gather and actively create data to prove this to be true and ignore all of the data that suggests otherwise.
Okay, so you're talking about a self-fulfilling prophecy, or I don't know, accepting self-doubt as evidence of self-destiny, I guess. I'm trying here, guys. I'm trying to make an honest effort at it. I really am. Also, there's a Penny in the chat. Hi, Penny. How you doing? Hope you're having a good evening. And Kay Roberts. Hello. So where does she justify making money on pro? Yeah, I'm still waiting for where this is supposed to take us regarding orgasms and money. But yes, okay, if she's kind of giving us the secret, the power of positive thinking. If you don't think you can do something, you won't be able to do something. If you don't see it, you can't believe it. But you must believe it before you can see it. Is that where this is going?
This cherry-picking process is essentially you placing your order from the money menu.
My order from the money menu. Okay, so we're talking about making a fiscal opportunity here.
Now, most of the time, we're not even aware of what our inner thoughts and assumptions are because they're so subconscious.
You know what? I'm going to circle microaggressions or unconscious bias. Yes, that works. Works for me.
Which means that we go through life unintentionally creating our relationship with money.
You know what? I'm also going to circle deceptive statistics because she brought up that 95% thing, and it doesn't mean anything. I mean, that might also count for non sequitur, but I'll wait and see, because at this point I'm thinking the title of the talk and her opening gambit is a non sequitur, but maybe she'll circle back.
Having said that, there is a strategy that you can use to reverse engineer this subconscious process.
Really? I can reverse engineer my subconscious process. Okay, so this process that I'm not even aware of when it's happening, I can reverse engineer it. Okay, tell me how.
So that the current mechanics that are at play, those hidden mechanics creating your relationship with money, can become as obvious as why that woman used to fake it and why her partner zoned out when it came to their sex life.
Okay, word salad. I don't think I'm unsafe in circling that one. I'm almost on the verge of hitting the WTF button again, but I have a feeling I'll have plenty more road to ride on that one.
And it goes like this.
Oh boy.
Imagine money as a partner that you are in an intimate relationship with.
Imagine money as a partner I'm okay. All right. So all right. So when I get my paycheck, that's like the girlfriend experience. Okay, I'm reaching here, but all right, I'm trying.
Imagine money as a partner you are in an intimate relationship with.
Okay, repetition doesn't help make it any clearer, but okay.
Picture your money person to be this sexy, magnetic, incredible partner, deeply in love with you, and deeply desiring to give you everything that you desire financially, and has the ability to do so.
Oh, a sugar mama. Oh, okay. I'm getting it now. Okay. I got a sugar. Okay. I got it. Okay, so a woman made of money in the literal and or figurative sense. Okay. I'm picturing this person. This walking ATM. And no, don't. I know what you juveniles are thinking when I said that. That's not what I meant. But you know who you are who are thinking it. JB, the bank is holding my girlfriend prisoner. The Spanish prisoner by any chance? It's possible. Now all you have to do is help free the Nigerian prince, and you'll get your girlfriend back in doubles.
You and your money partner, as a couple, are financially creating together, somewhere on the spectrum from faking it and zoning out to enjoying expansive, explosive, free-flowing orgasms.
Is that like making wise investments and seeing spikes in the market? I'm really trying here, guys.
The level of emotional fulfillment between the two of you is your indication of how effective you are at stimulating money into abundance.
So making wise investments of money into places that'll hit the sweet spot in overall gain of I am just resplendent with euphemisms this evening.
So if you were to look into your money partner's eyes.
Oh, it has eyes? Okay. I'm going to assume that the eyes of multiple dollar bills have overlapped with each other. So like you've got 5 or 6 Hamilton eyeballs and a couple of Abraham Lincoln eyeballs, and they're all kind of like folded over each other and they make eyes on the money person. This is starting to sound like a Guillermo del Toro horror movie or something.
Go ahead and do that and observe what is it that they might be experiencing.
Wait, what is it that they might be? You mean the person made of money?
Into abundance.
Right. I'm going back a little bit.
So if you were to look into your money partner's eyes. Go ahead and do that and observe what is it that they might be experiencing.
I guess it depends on what today's current stock prices are.
In relationship with you, what is it that they may be experiencing?
Hopefully gains?
Maybe they're saying things like, you hardly pay attention.
Well, I mean, you should actively monitor your finances and investments and stuff. Again, guys, I'm doing my best. I'm trying.
I do so much for you, and you don't even know where I'm going half the time. You're angry at me for giving you what you think you deserve and literally what you've asked for.
I mean, okay, all right. I was about to hit the WTF button again. I get the metaphor. She's just taking a heck of a long time to start talking about or moving from metaphor and onto something more, I don't know, substantive? I couldn't help myself.
You blame me for you being unhappy and unfulfilled? You demand more and more and more from me, all while saying that I'm a chore to deal with. You don't even trust me often, not believing that I'll show up for you the way that you've asked me to.
Okay. Again, lady, we get it. Okay. You have to manage your finances and pay attention to your spending and invest wisely in order to get the fullest return in the long term for your financial health. I get it. Okay. I guess I mean, I'm trying really hard here. That's what she said. But what are you talking about?
You've decided my potential has been reached when I've hardly even started.
Let's get this party started, right? Let's get this party started quickly.
You set me up for limitation. I am capable of so much more than you allow from me.
You know, if I'm having this much of a conversation with my money, I might be better off in a loony bin. So what's the answer? What's the guidance?
Imagine how your money partner might be feeling.
I don't care what my money partner's... Can we get to a euphemism that carries over into something practical?
If you treated your human partner in a way that stimulated significant emotional unfulfillment, well, expansive, explosive, free-flowing orgasms wouldn't be happening easily there either.
Sure. What is the carryover simile from the real partner to the money partner? Like can you at least give me that? Like something tangible. Something, visceral. Something erogenous. I don't know.
Connecting with our money partner like this allows us to more easily recognize how we have been subconsciously placing our order off that money menu.
What does that mean? Come on. You got 2 minutes left.
Okay.
3 minutes.
So what do we do with all of this unintentional self-sabotage with money?
I don't know. By all means.
What do we do with this?
I don't know.
We get to be more intentional with our money partner.
Okay. And what does that mean in practical terms?
Just like that once sexually stagnant couple who decided to rediscover their attraction to each other, to rebuild their sexual passion. Your money partner is very ready, incredibly ready for you to make a new decision and to start presenting more green lights to.
Does this talk end with her like passing a hat into the crowd or asking for my credit card number? Like, is there a lesson plan or some kind of like college course that she's running that I'm supposed to buy into? What? Okay.
And you can do this in 3 easy steps.
3 easy steps. Well, if I hadn't already circled a list, I'd be circling a list. Okay, what are the 3 easy steps now at the 11th hour of our 12-minute, 17-second presentation? What are the 3 easy steps to make nice with my money partner?
I would write this down if I were you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to get a pen. Okay, so I got a pen. You're clicking the pen. Okay, I got my pen. I got my little piece of paper. All right, I am ready. I'm ready for the secrets of the universe. The richest man in Babylon 5. Go ahead.
Step number 1 is to create the space for connection.
Create the space for connection. Okay, create space for connection, i.e. Basement dungeon. Okay, gotcha.
So that might look like closing your eyes and imagining them snuggled up with you in a cozy setting.
I guess it could.
That could be you going for a walk and imagining them walking along beside you.
I guess it could.
Or opening your journal and connecting to them through writing.
I guess it could, or it could be like I take my money partner and I strap them down and make them do what I want them to do because they work for me. Oh, wait. That's okay. That's something else.
Do it in a way that works for you.
Well, it works for me.
Step 2.
Step 2.
Once you've established that space for connection, create communication.
Oh, well, I agree. Communication is vital. Need a safe word. Okay, gotcha. All right. Got step 2.
Share your love and gratitude with them.
Oh, I plan on it.
But for real.
Oh, for reals. Okay.
Really feel the love and gratitude within yourself and share that with them.
Oh,
so that you move into the energetic frequency of the abundance.
The energetic frequency of the abundance. Okay. I'm accepting that as a new buzzword, buzz phrase. The energetic frequency of the abundance. It sounds like I don't know. It sounds a little cultish to me, but okay, moving on.
Ask them questions and allow room for answers to come from within yourself.
Yes. Again, communication is vitally important when interacting with your partner on that level.
This will give you hints as to what those inner thoughts and assumptions are that you've been carrying around all this time.
It could, sure. There's a lot of exploration and discovery that can happen between two people when this,
And allow a conversation to unfold between the two of you.
Yeah, okay.
This will allow you to get on the same page emotionally,
yes.
And also get on the same page in terms of the financial vision that you've been creating together.
Sure, we're going along with this. Okay, what's step 3?
And then step 3 is spend time together.
Spend time together. Well, in my scenario, she really wouldn't have much of a choice. Okay, good. Yeah, I guess I'm set.
Simply spend time together regularly.
Yeah.
Repetition builds neurology. And
Wait. Sorry, I was chuckling to myself. I didn't hear that. What'd you say? Something builds what?
And then step 3 is spend time together.
Yes.
Simply spend time together regularly. Repetition builds neurology.
Repetition builds neurology. Is that why you keep repeating your different points twice or three times? Okay.
And it creates consistency and energetic alignment.
Consistency and energetic alignment, along with the frequency of abundance. Okay. Do I have to have my Mars in my 5th house of Cassiopeia or something to get to this alignment?
So giving, say, your human partner maybe 1 or 2 days of attention would not be enough to stimulate sustainable sexual passion moving forward.
It all depends on the kind of relationship we're having, but okay. And likewise, you can't just take 2 days out of the week to check your finances.
And it is not enough to stimulate money into abundance either.
Okay, how do... You ever stop for a second and think, I'm 100% sure this combination of words has never dropped from my lips in the entirety of my life. Tell me exactly, in real world terms, how do I stimulate my money? Please.
So what we get to do is invest in the journey.
The journey.
Invest in the journey. And
invest in the journey sounds like, who was it before that said multi-level marketing? Yeah. Invest in the journey sounds like I'm having to buy my way up in ranks in an organization.
nurture the relationship.
Uh-huh.
Imagine
all the people believing this nonsense.
how easy and fulfilling that relationship has become for the couple that found their way back to each other.
I can imagine quite a bit.
And what things are like for you when you and your money partners start working together instead of against each other.
Again, I can make some assumptions about what this metaphor is meant to mean, but you're not giving me much to work with, so I guess I'll have to do all the work myself, which is usually the case.
It turns out that orgasms really can be the key to fulfilling intentions.
If you say so.
So if you have a desire to create.
I do have a desire to create. What are we creating?
An improved or expanded experience with your finances moving forward.
Well, sure.
Give yourself permission to invest your efforts in building attention and building passion with your money partner.
What? What is that? What the fuck is that?
Okay, well, that was a thing that happened. Good golly, Miss Molly. All right, well, I guess we're moving on. What did we learn today, everyone? That's going to be the overriding question for this show. All right, I'm going to go over the bingo card one more time by myself. If you guys have any arguments for squares to be circled, hold on to them. I will get to you presently. Collectivize his own demographic. She never really talked about herself in any descriptive way. Systemic or institutional? Maybe sales pitch for product or service. I really feel like this was some kind of, I'm a life coach kind of thing or something. I have no idea of what our speaker's profession is or what her introduction might have been before this talk happened, but this really felt like some abstract, hippy-dippy life coach kind of spiel. So I might be taking a step out, but I think I'm safe territory. Childhood to family antidote. She never talked about herself. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. No. Plays victim. Not real. I mean, it was difficult to tell, especially in that opening part where she was giving a hypothetical scenario about a couple, whether she was talking about herself and just making sort of a referential thing or not, so I can't say. Privilege, no, at least not clearly. Contradicts own point or fails to make argument. Yeah, what was the argument? Did you know that if you don't pay attention to your finances, it might not turn out well? I guess. Patriarchy, no. Economic disparity. Well, now here's the tough one. She was talking about personal economy. You know what? I am going to circle it because even in her metaphors, she was talking... Okay, I'm making an assumption here because I can't tell for sure. But giving the benefit of the doubt that it wasn't all completely nonsense, she was talking about making money versus not making money. Having a healthy financial backing and not having one. Right? So I think I'm safe. Feminism, not so much. Marginalization, white supremacy, no. Self-vilification or wretchedness, no. Weightless example or non sequitur, let me count the ways. Just, what were we here for? I don't know. Mind reading or assumes motives. Maybe? I'm kind of reaching the terminus of my ability to make assumptions here. Anecdote that probably never happened. She never gave us an anecdote. She talked in abstracts and hypotheticals. Leaves out vital context. Boy, howdy. Like, how is this even supposed to translate to something applicable in real life? Can I at least get that? I guess I can't. All right, well, there's the card as I have it. We're close-ish to a bingo or two, depending on how you look at it. If you have arguments for squares not yet circled, put them in the chat now. I will scroll up a little bit. If I miss your argument, please just repost it. I will get to you as I am able. Let's see. Counterculture-wise, I'm pretty sure that money is the root of all evil, so she's telling us to love Satan. Satan. Yeah, well, if you say so. K. Roberts, well, that's how the West collapsed, everyone. Moving on the Mars and thinking about Rome. Kieverdam, she doesn't make blondes look any better. Ay, caramba. Let's see. I learned more from the crackhead outside of 7-Eleven. Okay. Any arguments for squares to be circled? Here we go. Advocates Diablo. Privilege, as in, I was not privileged with being dropped on my head enough to understand any of that. Oh, boy. Self-vilification, she's a blonde. Okay, yeah, but gotta stay within the confines of the presentation. And as far as I can recall, she never mentioned her hair color. Random American, it's a metaphor wrapped in a simile, hidden in a non sequitur. Something like that. JB, I have no argument. I think I'm a vegetable now. Okay, well, what vegetable would you be? And don't say tomato, because tomato's not actually a vegetable. Did you know that? Deter Jones carries a bucket of water at glass. A bucket of water, a glass at a time. Oh, okay. Adabisi, economic disparity or privilege because the multiple 7-digit we can't all have. Oh, good memory. I forgot all about that. And we already had economic disparity. So, yeah. You know what? Adabisi, it's all your fault. In a good way. Because we just got a bingo.
Bingo. What? Bingo! Yeah! Of course! Of course!
Oh my gosh, we got a bingo. All right, our first, perhaps only bingo. Let's find out. JPS, she is privileged to have money and have a partner to share it with sex. Now, do you mean her money partner? Possibly so. Let's see. Sprinkles fertilizer on JB and gives him a bit of water. Oh yeah, JB. Your carrots. Okay, JB is carrots. JB is good for the eyes. A lot of vitamin is A and C in there, right? Vitamin A, right? Carrots have vitamin A, I think. Abdicaz Daily Scribelite. Since I can only assume this was her dumping out her purse, plays victim. Yeah, this whole talk was based around her needing $10 for a cheeseburger and finding she had none. And she's like, I'm not being nice to my money partner. I wanted that Whopper. Possibly. Mr. Tickletrunk, I refuse to put JB in my mouth. Well, you know what? I'm right there with you, Mr. Tickletrunk. I'm not a Jim Beam man. I'm a Jack Daniels man. Ha ha ha! See? I was able to rescue your insinuation and turn into an inside joke. There you go. See, I can be quick on my feet occasionally. I refuse to be eaten. These are magic carrots. You don't eat. Okay, this is going to get really, really awkward really quick. I can just see how all of this is going to go into the gutter. Knowing you all as I do, you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to want an insinuating carrot. So unless you have something more to contribute to the bingo card, everyone, I suggest you clean your minds out with a little bit of soap, a little bit of healthy brainwashing. Counterculture-wise, feminism, money is clearly an abusive man. Okay, see, now, and again, like I said before, is all of this on the speaker's part some sort of reflection, euphemism, metaphor for some kind of non-functioning or past problematic relationship that she's either been in or currently? I don't know. If she had made any reference to herself and her own life or experience in this wise, then maybe we could make that jump. But she stayed so detached from any kind of detail that in some instances I might say, maybe, but I can't say for sure. Andy Masterson is here. Everybody, do you know about Andy Masterson? Andy, the Toy Master Masterson. Go check out Andy Masterson on the YouTubes, and also when he appears on the Doomcock Show, and also in other places. Sometimes on here. Did you know Andy Masterson has appeared on my show? I know. Where is the Dr. Pepper? Well, it's in the fridge. Actually, here's the thing. I haven't actually used it yet. I should soon. I was going to wait till the weekend. For the advent of my birthday, I had to go online for this. I bought sugarcane-based Dr. Pepper, like Mexican Dr. Pepper, to have some special pepper jacks. Because usually I just get Dr. Pepper from the store, the high fructose corn syrup kind of Dr. Pepper. Well, I have in glass bottles fancy Dr. Pepper that I'm going to be using on my pepper jacks this weekend in celebration of my birthday. Well, my birthday celebration is kind of stretch out because my sister's going to take me out for my birthday next week, and so it's kind of like birthday week, like the latter half of the month. So, let's see. Anything else? Any other arguments for squares to be circled, guys? K. Roberts, it was the longest indirect reference to the crisis of not enough 1% men in her world. There's a lot of ways you can interpret this talk, and I'm pleased to see everyone looking between the lines here, trying to find out what is the secret meaning, because I think that might also be part of her sales pitch, is that it feels like there's a deeper truth running through this weird braided essay she gave us of money and sex and sort of anthropomorphized cash bundles and things. But maybe there's nothing there. It's hard to say. Advocatus Diaboli Scribelight. On a serious note, she did do some mind reading and assuming what people wanted or needed in a relationship. There was that point at which she said that simply having a healthy sex life would repair other damage in a relationship. So, amongst some other little subtle things, all right, okay, yeah, fair enough. No, she did make some glittering generalizations about relationships. So I'll give you that one. Also, Davina Duckworth, I'm glad I missed it. Well, now, that is no way to talk if you're a sniper, but if you're not a sniper, then I guess there's nothing to worry about. Hi, Davina Duckworth. Let's see. Mr. Tickletrunk, did you know they used to advertise to warm up Dr. Pepper during the holidays? Thankfully, it's no longer thing. I think I remember that. I think I got like a warm cup of Dr. Pepper to warm up your insides or something on a cold winter day. Something like that. Let's see. What was I seeing here? Scrolling. Glittering. Yeah, glittering generalizations. It is a term. It's not a term I hear very often. It's a term I learned in elementary school. About, sort of hyperbole. There's a synonym. Hyperbole. Glittering generalizations. And counterculture-wise, if you're going with sex repairing a relationship, then that should count as an anecdote that never happened. I don't want to call that an anecdote. I think that's giving too much credit to anecdotes at that point. So, and Adabisi, good Lord, how old are you that you remember that scribe? Did you and Biden hang out when you were kids? Remember what? Glittering generalizations or what strange and archaic reference did I make that caused that comment to be made? I don't even remember at this point. But also be aware that a lot of pop culture or trivia that I might have in my memory bank, as it were, might be long before my time, because my parents were married in 1969 but did not have me until 1979, despite having tried to have children several times. So in a way, my parents raised my sister and I with a mentality and a set of reference material that they would use that was sometimes a decade older than my peers. So that was warming up Dr. Pepper's. No, that was okay. No, that wasn't me. That was I had heard that before, but the person who brought it up wasn't me. That was Mr. Tickletrunk. So you want to blame Mr. Tickletrunk? Yeah, I had heard of that before, but I never did it. Anyway. Only because he has the decoder ring? Well, I drink your Ovaltine? Now see, I can know that both from A Christmas Story and my father, who actually did have a decoder ring, Captain Midnight deal way back in the day. Oh, I think that was a decoder badge. I don't know if it was a decoder ring, but I could be mistaken. Anyway, I think we're at Walter Thomas Goody. Have I ever met a four you didn't? Okay. And with that, everyone, I think that's where we're at. We have 1 bingo, 2 WTFs, and a whole bunch of other. And this was all over the place. She wasn't quite chromosome lady, but she was definitely all over the place WTF. So there you go. With that, let's talk about what's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow, granted that I can get the link to the show because my X DMs are down, or maybe I can try to contact Sidewise if they are still down tomorrow morning. Tomorrow at 9:05 a.m. Pacific Time, noon 05 p.m. Eastern Time, I should be, schedules permitting, a panelist on Midnight's Edge in the Morning, where I'm sure we're going to be talking about several things in entertainment news. Probably, I don't doubt the fact that the 2 new or upcoming Avengers movies have both been pushed back to December of their respective years. Doomsday is now December of 2026, and Secret Wars is December of 2027. Why would they possibly need more time to make these movies? I can't possibly guess, except it might be that Fantastic Four is really looking like it's going to tank, and they're going to need to rewrite everything, and test screenings for the lead-in from one to the other is not going to work out so well, and they probably need to retool their marketing. Who knows? It's going to add cost to the whole thing, and I'm sure we'll have a field day talking about it tomorrow, amongst other things. Also, there will be the Saturday stream, or Dog, Cat, Fox, and Friend, as I'm currently calling it, That should be happening sometime around 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, where I'll have a whole cornucopia of different things to talk about, videos to watch or articles to consider and all that kind of thing. Outside of that, everybody, that is the show. Davina Duckworth. It's Secret Wars because nobody's going to watch it. Ayo! Hey, everybody's a comedian tonight. Everybody's a comedian tonight. JPS, everyone's ex's DMs are on. I figured it wasn't just me, and I heard about it from others, but I still keep getting notifications. I can see notifications that I have DMs, I just can't view them. So, I guess mysteries will just have to wait until they get it fixed. Elsewise, everybody, thank you so much for joining me this evening. Moderators, thank you for keeping an eye on things, even though everyone here is so well behaved, you have very, very little to do. Everybody who donated, either to myself or to the fundraisers at the top of the chat box, guys, please take a look at those when you have the opportunity. If you can donate either to Twisted Skipster's wrestling club that he's trying to set up for his daughter and her classmates, or you can help out with Angela Arriaga's home business funding, that would be appreciated. And even if you can't, if you can share those out, that'd be appreciated as well. Also, before I forget, did you know I have a Discord server? I have a Discord server. Link to the Discord server is in the chat right now. If you'd like to join the Discord server, click on that link. You'll find yourself on the landing channel called Say Hello. And in addition to saying hello, you just have to say the secret word. The secret word will tell me that you're not a bot, actually watch the stream, and have thus earned the right, the privilege, the entitlement to join the Discord server. And today's secret word is frequency. You thought I was going to say orgasm. No, frequency, because she was talking about magical frequencies that I have to, tune my aluminum foil hat to receive or something. So get on there and join the Discord server if you haven't already. And beyond that, everybody, if you do like this kind of thing, please leave a like or subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Become a scriber to Scribelight. And if you like this kind of thing, or there's a content creator out there whose stuff that you like, let people know that you do by sharing it out on the social medias. Whether you use X, maybe not X today because it's kind of faulty, but X or Napster or Friendster or ICQ or AOL Instant Messenger or Google Buzz, maybe on your Truth Social or your Blue Sky, whatever works for you. Smoke signals. But everyone, hope you have a good rest of your Thursday. Hope you have a good Friday ahead of you. Hope you have a good weekend. If you have a 3-day weekend, please enjoy your 3-day weekend. If you don't have a 3-day weekend, I hope that Monday is quiet enough that it feels like an extra day of a weekend. And if you're not well, please get well soon. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.